Yo, what's up, man? Welcome back to the channel. And look, not that I'm religious or anything, right? But, you know, people believe in Jesus, and most of us know the story. You know, he was out speaking the truth. People hated him. They crucified him, right? And this is exactly what Trump is doing. This is why I always say, like, people never want you to acknowledge the quote-unquote saviors we have today. There's a lot of men that's been doing work that gets overlooked. Like if they're not symbolic to people in the Bible that y'all read. And it's crazy to me that y'all ignore everything and just only focus on that. And I say that to say this. Trump is equivalent to Jesus right now. Sorry to put it that way if you feel offended because you're religious and all that. But Trump is literally doing the work of a savior, of a messiah, of a divine leader. Okay, and this is what we needed. Because America, like, I was already planning in a few years, like, in my brain, like, yo, I'ma just live overseas and do this and that. Like, this is what I'm thinking. Because not because I want to do everything else y'all talking about, but because America didn't make sense to even be here. You can own stuff, all that. They violating you on every level. With taxes, with shutdowns, with all kind of stuff they be doing. Is like your business could be going fine and they're gonna mess it up in some type of way, even if it doesn't. Even if it doesn't just mess up, you know, along the way. The government makes it hard for you to do business here. It makes it hard for you to live. The type of rules and regulations we was having was just tyrannical. Like, think about it. They was gonna phase out all gas cars. It was gonna be no more gas cars as of what, 2030 or so, like that? I forgot the year it was, but about 2030, they was not gonna be able to produce no more gas cars. Soon as Trump came in, he did it that. He did it that. Nah, people got the choice to choose what they want. Like, we was headed down a wild road, man. Like, and this is what I mean about even having business out here. Imagine you doing business where you selling gas-powered vehicles or this or that. They switching everything to electric. Like, and look, if you believe in global warming and all that, then that's you. You need to learn science more. You know? But even the people who believed in all the global warming and stuff like that, like, you know, we was gonna have to have all electric appliances in the houses. So you're gonna be cooking on everything electric, everything. So now we done with fire and gas. And if you wouldn't be able to have a gas or so, anything, you're going to pay an extra fee for that. We all know that. That's the point of the carbon tax. And then it was just getting to the point where they was going to charge you to even come outside. If you want to come outside, you got to pay a fee. Like, because you're going to create carbon by walking and using more energy. And this is where we was getting to. I don't know. Y'all don't see the future, but I see the future. The future is, as soon as you come out your house, you get in charge. Even if you don't, look, listen, we was getting deliveries. And then your deliveries say eco-friendly, this, that. Like, what do we need to know that for? Because they want you to select a certain eco, because if you don't select the eco-friendly, eventually they're going to put a tax on that. It's like, it was getting crazy out here, man. And Trump lightened up a lot of regulations. Didn't you hear when he came and he said for every one regulation he adds, you got to knock down like 10 of them? Don't quote me on the exact number he said, but he was all that. And he's following through on all those things. Not to mention, have you ever heard of a president talk about the ingredients that they put in foods? Which all of us who have knowledge of self already knew they was poisoning us through foods, and we would pick and choose and read labels and this and that. Now Trump has already bring that to the like on a government level, when we knew the government was doing that to us on purpose. That's how I knew Trump was going against the New World Order in some capacity. He was doing so much things that go against exactly what they push for, like the the Agenda 21, the carbon taxes, the no more gas this, no more gas stoves, all electric cars, electric everything. Get everybody on the grid. If you do anything that's burning or creating any carbon, no matter what it is, breathing, eventually it was going to get to the point that you can't even breathe. If you breathe, you creating carbon. If you exercise and you creating carbon, you should pay more tax. This is where we was getting to. I don't know how they was gonna finagle that, but they finagling it. They could give gyms an extra tax because people breathing heavy in there. Y'all created more CO2. Like, who knows? Like, yo, the government was going crazy, man, and he deregulated a lot of things, man. He was talking about auditing the IRS, firing like how many agents. Like, this is what we needed. Anybody who had knowledge of self want that. Oh, you're gonna audit the IRS? You're gonna audit the federal government? The federal government, the ones that work for you, you're gonna audit them? You never heard a president talk like that, man. You would have thought a black president would have been talking like this. And it's Trump. It's Trump. And dudes don't like Trump. Yo, it's crazy, man. Trump is literally showing you who is the devils on this planet. He's showing us. And y'all acting like this is not all occurring in 4K right now. They got y'all ignoring his speeches. He's one of the best speakers you'll ever hear. The best communicators, I should say. He's one of the best communicators ever. He knows how to be hilarious. He knows how to be he's stern. He makes decisions properly. He speaks direct. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. Like, this guy is a direct man, a representation of a man. What we needed in this country. We didn't have a representation of a man. Didn't you notice that as soon as he got into office, men felt like men again? It was crazy because we actually have a man in office. And this is the first time in history it really affected us so direct like this. It was crazy. The closest could have been Obama, but Obama violated only thing that we had to do that to be proud of with him was the fact that he was a black president. That's it. After that, boom, everything else was trash. Yo, Trump is out here doing everything for the country. He said men is men, women is women. This is how we doing it again, like normal. And people want to live in the world where the men could be women or cats or dogs and women could whatever and they could get sex changes. Like, look what y'all agreed with, man. Y'all devils, man, if y'all agree with that, man. Trump is equivalent to Jesus.